We got to Brewerton, New York, and we had to wait for just a bit to get some gas and then tie up at our dock for the evening. We then went to this interesting restaurant with fake palm trees for dinner. When we got back to Anarita, we went to bed early as the wind would be just right to cross Oneida Lake, which can be quite treacherous if the wind is blowing too hard.
So here we are in the Erie Canal. We just finished locking up on lock 21, leaving us 20 more to go. We are coming up on the old junction lock, which was essentially a temporary lock that they built to connect the new canal to the old canal. And then once the new canal was completed, they mothballed this lock and just turned it into a dry dock for, I don't know who uses it, but that's what it is now. So it is at mile marker 657. You can see from the green marker there. We've got two sailboats behind us, but here we are passing what once was the junction lock on the beautiful Erie Canal, and we're actually having a really nice time. It was really cold today. Got some rain, but you can kind of see the junction lock there. So yeah, that's what an old junction lock looked like, I guess. And we're about to have lunch, and make our way through the canal. So it's a good day.
We had a quick overnight stop in Utica, New York, where we stopped at a restaurant for a nice Italian meal.
Hey Nicole, what town are we in?
This is Little Falls.
Little Falls, New York. Inside the Erie Canal. It is a gray, dreary day, but it's a cute, really cute town. We were going to stop here. We're actually going to keep going to try to make a little bit more distance today. This was only 20 miles away, but yeah, going through the canal here, and it's really pretty. And we've got our friend ahead of us here in that sailboat. I don't know if we can see it through the rig here. That is Grace Abounds. We were with him last night. He's a solo sailor. Seems like a really nice guy. He's making his way down to Florida himself. So yeah, it's actually quite lovely. What a cool house.
We tied up in St. Johnsville with our new friend on Grace Abounds. We spent an extra day here due to the rain, which gave us time to experience Cosmo's Bar and Grill, which had wonderful burgers. We also were able to provision, and Scott was able to get some work done. That guy just honked at us. Our plan was to make it to Amsterdam or Schenectady for my birthday, but instead we were stuck in a little town of Fultonville, New York, due to flooding. We had hors d'oeuvres and drinks with some amazing people who also were stuck, and then Scott made me a birthday dinner with what we had aboard. All right, it does a little wake. Oh boy. Once we secured Anarita and paid the docking fee for the night, we headed out to explore Amsterdam with our friend from Grace Abounds. We walked by the Amsterdam castle, we found a place for lunch, and then we hung out at the bar of this amazing Italian restaurant. We found that the town was beautifully lit at night. We then took the amazing walking bridge back to the boat that featured beautiful works of art. We headed out the next day with our friend from Grace Abounds and took a short hop over to Schenectady, docking in Scotia. Once Anarita was secure, Scott and I found a hotel with a cocktail lounge in the basement that was built in the 1600s. Here we had a belated birthday drink for my birthday. We then explored historic Schenectady.
Jean-Baptiste Van Epps was a fur trader and also operated a fleet of boats. At this site, he ran the ferry dock at which George Washington landed on one of his visits to Schenectady.
We had dinner and then headed back to get some rest before the last day on the Erie Canal.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi.
You're posing for a picture. You're on video. I love that. It's my favorite.
That's not nice.
No, the sun's at the wrong angle for this view, but we are kind of going through the last of the Mohawk River, last bit of the Erie Canal waterway, and we're taking our time. We're about to go through 7 locks today. Seems like a lot of locks, but there's six like right after each other, like right in a row. But it's a nice morning, a little crisp, but still beautiful.